Yes, I know I suck, but I'm going through an existential crisis again, so I had to call the J-Man for help. He's awesome, by the way. I really love the guy. I don't remember the Bible saying anything about most people suck though, but never mind that, because Jesus answered all my questions and I even got this free t-shirt, so what's not to like? But anyways, if you have 5 minutes, I will explain the true meaning of life and why the we even bother to get out of bed every single morning, so thanks for tuning in once again, guys. And I know you're thinking that I've got to be out of my mind if I think I can explain the meaning of life in a 5-minute video, and you are 100% right, cause I can't. But I'll explain the meaning of existence for our species, Homo sapiens, and at the same time I'll dive a bit into some philosophical issues, so if your life sucks, this video's for you. But before I get too philosophical, let's start out by taking a closer look at the 4 drivers of meaning for all humans, and let me point out that I simplified it a lot, and I know that. Here we go. The first drive is to continue our species, and this doesn't come as a surprise. The drive is deeply embedded in all of us, and it basically explains why you want to grab Kim's well-proportioned butt, hog-tie her, and drag her home for an all-night snuggle. Yes, you know what I mean, but it really is as simple as that because it's all about continuing our genes whether we like it or not, and that is a basic drive we share with all animals, by the way. The second drive is to master our minds, and that drive is unique to humans. This explains why we learn new skills and get educated so we can live better lives in the future, and this leads me to the third driver, which is to control and master the environment. Most humans love control, and we have always tried to control the environment. That is basically why we get jobs that gives us money to buy houses, cars, insurance, and all the other shit we think we need to keep us safe, and now everything is awesome, right? No, not really, because the fourth human drive is to increase satisfaction. Things can always get better. You can always have more, right? And I've touched on this issue before, but check out my video on hedonic adaptation, or the hedonic treadmill as it's called, but for now let's focus on the 4 drives. Let me point out again that I simplified it a lot, but seen from this perspective, life is nothing but a collective movement where every single one of us only make very small contributions, no matter who we are, and that is depressing, don't you think? But hold that thought, because I'll explain how you can use this in a positive way in just a second. But first I have a question for you. Who was President of the United States 100 years ago? And no, you can't Google it. Well, who was it? You don't know, do you? And you probably don't even give a shit. And this illustrates my point. No doubt that great historical figures have made great achievements throughout history, but seen over the 200,000 years since our modern form of humanity has existed, they are all very small contributions. Take Mr. Trump for instance. He makes headlines every single day, but 100 years from now people will scratch their balls and ask themselves what all the commotion was about. And 300 years from now, no one will even remember the dickhead unless they Google dickhead. But let's get philosophical for a moment, because it all comes down to perspective. If you look at yourself as the center of the world, you're bound to get depressed and disappointed, and you'll only have to zoom out a little to understand why. Because no matter how famous you'll get, or no matter how important you think you are, you'll always be a tiny piece in a very big puzzle, and on top of that, you'll probably chase this kind of recognition for the rest of your life, because it's addictive. I guess that's what JC meant when he said that most people suck. Most of us seem to miss the point, and there is this 21st century disease going on called "it is all about me," and everywhere you look, people want to get attention to be famous, make shitloads of money, and get even more attention. This is true happiness, right? No, of course not. It's bullshit, and it will never end, so why not try a different approach for a change, and think of it this way. Yes, I know I'm just a tiny piece in this big and often fake puzzle, but that's fine, because my focus should be elsewhere. Instead of focusing on all this fake shit, I choose to focus and invest all my time in the people that really matter to me, like family and good friends. But I already do that, you might say, and maybe you do, but can you be 100% honest and say that you never set aside people close to you in the quest for more money, fame, or material goods? I've caught myself in this so many times, working extra hours to get nice sneakers or to get that promotion that will make me happy for the rest of my life. And when I got home late at night, I was like, what the f*** am I doing? My kids don't give a shit about Nike sneakers or business titles. They'd rather spend time with me. And I know I bring this issue up again and again, but it's so important to have the right focus, and nowadays it's easy to get confused. Billions of people who have lived and died are nothing now, and along the way they got so blinded by success and fame they forgot all about the things that really matter. Think about that, guys. So I've got to go now, guys, and I know you've waited a long time for this video, and I want to say sorry about that, but I've had so much stuff to do. With my kids starting in school and kindergarten, I promise I'll have a new video up very soon, giving you some tips to live a simpler life. So if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do that. Peace.